how this is going to turn out. I've lost loads of footage of other stuff. I don't know. I've had to get a new camera. It looks a bit too HD for me, to be honest with you. I look boss-eyed. So I've lost 2 or 3 vehicles, annoyingly. So we're just back. It's another transporter anyway. So I'm just doing the front bumper. It will make more sense as we go along. Because I've missed quite a lot of it, I'll have to do a bit of a video and show you around what we've done. So we're trying to keep moving really. It's been ridiculously busy, so I haven't done what I would like to have done, if you know what I mean. So hopefully you can hear me, hopefully this comes through. It might be too noisy, might not be, but we'll find out. Right, I'm going to get another coat of paint on this, and we'll show you around afterwards anyway. Right, that's the front bumper done. I'm going to let that dry now. It's too close. I'm going to let that dry now. And then move on to the next things. We've got quite a bit going on with that particular transport, so we're trying to keep moving on it. I got a bit of help for a couple of days, so that's good. We can, while I can get some bits painted, some other bits are getting done as well, so that kind of speeds everything up. I could have done with that bit of help a month ago, if I'm honest, because we've had a right couple of stressful jobs, unfortunately, which is one of them things sometimes. It's one job gets delayed, people add to the work, and then by the time you get 2 or 3 people that have added to their jobs, the other people are still turning up. So then you end up with a huge amount of work and everybody's hounding you, so it's my fault. I should have said no to a couple of other people and bits and pieces, so me live and learn, just being honest. These things do happen. We're a lot better this year than we were last year, and it can only get better anyway, so it's organisation wise, I mean. If you're new to the channel, I used to have 4 people here working all the time. Now we're down to basically me and my missus. Right, hopefully you can hear me alright. So basically it's another transporter, as you can see. See that alright. Getting used to this new camera, unfortunately, so you have to bear with me. Massive hole this side though. We have done, I'll just show you quickly. We've started putting in, look at this one. Beautiful stuff, isn't it? So we put new steps in this one. Alan's there having a nosy as well. So new steps, sills, arches. We've got new wings, usual transporter stuff. We do have some bits to finish. This will all be epoxied. This is coming out. Usual things. We're only doing the cab. But yeah, definitely wanted doing. We've got a new battery and a few other bits and pieces to tidy up and fit. Same as this side. This one's had a new step as well. I can't get around in a minute, but there's a new step and new arch and stuff like that as well. This one's having a cross member. There it is, as you can tell. It was well past it, and the back of it's even worse. So we got a nice shiny new one for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint it anyway, but we'll blast this top piece and we'll coat it all so it's all the same colour, because that's like an e-coat, if you like, primer that it comes with. So we'll not leave that like that, we'll get it coated as well, and then it'll be cavity waxed and stuff like that as well, so it should last a lot longer than the last one. Yeah, looks a mess at the minute, but we've done a lot quite quickly on this, so it's been nice. It's had some decent progress, which has been good, because we've the last couple of jobs that we've done, they've proved to be a bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you. With adding to him, and then I've struggled with staff, and then people are going to turn up and they don't. Yeah, a bit of a pain really. So it's and then I lost all the footage of everything as well. So that's probably had about 10, 12 videos worth of footage to put out. So that's gone as well, which is nice. So that's why I've got a different camera now, so hopefully I don't get my head in it, massive head. Hopefully this works, I can get a video out, we'll see how that looks, and then I can start doing them on this, and then we shouldn't have a problem, and it should be a bit easier and more consistent, because that seems to be an issue as well. So right, I'll carry on. Got another layer of paint to put on that bumper, and then I'll join you. I'll come back to you. Oh, wrong way around. Right. Oh God. Face. Need to save my face. Right. So just showing you this wing. We've taken the inner piece off, and this is why we always check these. So that's bare metal underneath that primer lot. So that's brand new wing. That's why it's good to remove these and paint inside, because that would have got water in there and rotted straight back out again. Beautiful. Just thought I'd show you. There we go, recording now. Right. I don't know where we are with it. I thought it'd be easier with the phone, but I'm just going to keep cutting in until I get my rhythm back, and then we'll know roughly where we are then. So this is some more Fordson pieces. I believe I've told you the story anyway, but it was 1954 Fordson modified in the late 80s, 90s. Hence the colours are not traditional. We've got the fuel tank. Zoom out a bit there. So we've got fuel tank here, it's all painted. This one's got a sun visor on it. Lovely blue. So you can see, all painted inside and out. Wing mirror, rear view mirror. I've done the fuel cap anyway, just mainly for the inside. The outside is painted as well, but I will probably fit that and paint it with a car. Just because that's what I normally do. So it looks a bit better. You'll see that earlier on in the video I'd already done this, but I spotted a bit of a blemish. I don't know what it was, a bit weird. Rather than risk it and putting it outside with a blemish on it, which would, because it's a strong metallic, it would, as soon as the sun hit it, it would like blow right up, you'd see it. Rather than risk it, I just thought I'll just paint it again, it's easier. So that's all the small blue bits done now. So we've got the rear doors, all these little bits and pieces. We've done the bonnet. I'll just show you that very quickly. Then I'll show you the van as well. So basically, the two double doors are going to go here. Big bottom one, Small top one with a window. Yeah, painted, dashed up, a bit of max power. So we've done the, I have shown this already, I think. So this is the blue. We've just started sort of flat and polishing process. And that's gloss black. That's the bottom one. We've polished that up now. So you see that looks nice. That bumper's for the T4, which is outside. So we'll show you that one now for people that are following these things. So T4 wise, we've basically brought a new one of these. I think I've told you already. So we've painted that today. I blasted this piece in the cabinet, and I've redone that as well. So that all matches now. Because I didn't want to have old with new or anything like that. None of it's dressed back yet, but you can see we've got a new piece put in there when that we need to dress back. We've got a new piece in here. Again, we've started, just need some finishing. Some bits of finishing around here. The screen is cut out, although it's still in there just for now. It is cut out so we can get all around the edge cleaned up and the A-pillars cleaned up. Doesn't look as bad as what it did with the window in, believe it or not. So yeah, hopefully a bit of good news there. Bonnet's in pretty good order. There's a couple of bits that are hiding underneath the bonnet bra, if you like. You can see these bits here that just need all cleaning up. Possibly a bit of welding. Find out, no doubt. Oh, hand in the way. Yeah, I know that transporter there. Well, it doesn't look done. To be honest with you. But it's actually a really long way ahead. We've got loads done, loads ready. So we've got some dressing. Another full day, welding, dressing back, sealing. We can get it epoxied then seal, sorry. Get it all epoxied, sealed up. We can get the bits that need painted. I.e. we've got like insides of wings and doors. Inside of the wing edges and edges of the wings. And the front grille section is white as well. So I'm basically going to try and paint as much as I can while we're finishing off sorting out the rest of it, if that makes sense. I'm waffling a bit here because I'm trying to think two things at the same time. So the wings, we've got bolt-on wings now, which we didn't have before. I don't know if I've shown them or not. I can't remember. So you can see we've just used some riv nuts. Well, one down there as well. One at the bottom here. Slight miscommunication. I thought we was fitting bolt-on wings back on to a welded wings, but apparently I should have bought weld-on wings but made them bolt-onable. Something like that. But we've agreed that this is all right now, so it works anyway. It's perfectly fine. Got a bit more. These wings have got the grate at the bottom of them, so we need to make sure that we tidy all that up behind there as well. Get it dressed out and painted properly and all sealed. Also, the customer, because they're an inherent rot box, this customer wanted a way to unbolt the wings, so then once a year or whenever he's free, he can flush and clean all that out and recavity wax it if he wants to. That's up to him. So it'll all be done anyway, but this gives him options. So then he doesn't have what he's had this time, which is really bad. So this one's probably the worst, one of the worst ones that we've done. They keep getting worse. But luckily this one's, it always makes it easier if the customer's on your side. Regarding budgets and parts. So I know people think, oh, you want to charge a fortune or whatever, and it's nothing like that. It's if we know we can do a far better job with a couple of grand's worth of parts, just for argument's example, then that's kind of what we need. And then we also then need the time to fit them parts correctly and make good any of the other areas that are around there. So that's where the price comes in, really. And I'll just show you again. I know I've probably already shown you on this video. I can't remember what I've recorded, but it just makes for a far better job. It's all brand new. Oh, again. It's all brand new. Yeah. In the past, we've fitted like bits of step and now the last couple of vans that we've done, you can actually buy. Just take the keys out. You can actually buy the step with the inner already attached to them now, which is far better than grovelling around underneath on the floor, depending on your ramp situation. So yeah, that's worth noting for future reference if anybody's doing these. Right, I'm waffling again anyway, so I'm going to go now. I'll end this video. I just want to get something out there. This is a new way of doing videos, so if you made it this far, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, hype, or whatever it is nowadays. Like, subscribe. We'll get there in the end. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one, hopefully. Bye for now.